everyone, it's Nisha. So today I wanted to talk to you about retinol, RetinA, retinoic acid. So you know my love-hate relationship with RetinA. I have been using it, I think, since last September, and I have the RetinA 0.05%, which is the middle strength. I'm not going to go through it, how to use it. You've probably seen lots of videos, but what is RetinA? RetinA is basically retinoic acid, which is a form of vitamin A, and that binds to your skin cells, which are called retinoic acid receptors. I know it works. It's supposed to be the only anti-aging product that works. This is also used for acne. It is only available on prescription. Here in the UK, you can't just go to the dermatologist and ask for it just because you want it for anti-aging. I don't think so anyway. There are other ways to get it, but then you always worry, is it the real thing, you know, if it hasn't been bought in a chemist. I have seen some of my friends here on YouTube that have been using it for a long time and they get wonderful results. I don't like it because of the irritation and the peeling that it causes, and the fact that you have to build up the frequency of use over months. Oh, I think I just got some on my finger, hold on. And also lately I've read that RetinA might interfere with your body uptake of vitamin A, because when you eat something that has vitamin A, your body, enzymes in your body have to convert it into a retinoic acid, and then is being uptaken by the retinoic acid receptors. So I suppose if you're using that as well as eating things with vitamin A, they say it might disturb and confuse the receptors. I don't know if that's true, but it makes you think, you know, what long-term use is gonna do to you. But I think the first and foremost, I don't like the way it feels. You use tiny bit, it's very dry, and the peeling, I can't stand the peeling. So another thing you can use is retinol, but retinol is much weaker than RetinA, because retinol, when you apply to your skin, that's when your body has to convert it to retinoic acid, and by that time it is much weaker. So retinols are fantastic and they will do the same job, but just much slower, I suppose, because you're not using it in such high strength, and also you shouldn't get much irritation from just retinol. I don't know what the strongest percentage of retinol is. I think Paula's Choice might do 5%, but remember that is not equivalent to 5% of RetinA, because like, as I said, by the time it gets converted, it's going to be much weaker. I've opted for the Ordinary Granactive Retinoid 5%. So retinoid is a retinoic acid, but this has I can't even pronounce this, hydroxyphenolaconone retinotide, HPR, which is retinoic acid ester. So it will be a bit different to the real retinoic acid, but it is not retinol, it is retinoid, but it is a retinoic acid ester. And the Granactive, it's a delivery system. Now 5%, this is the strongest one from the Ordinary. Again, this has some additives that will weaken the percentage of your retinoid, so by 100. That's why the 5% or Granactive Retinoid will be equivalent to the RetinA 0.05%. So in theory it's supposed to be as strong as the RetinA that I have. I love it that is in squalane, which is a very stable oil, because you know some people say, oh, if you have an active ingredient in a bottle that you open, it's gonna lose its efficacy. It doesn't, because squalane is a very stable oil. If this was in water, that's when it wouldn't be stable, but squalane is one of the best stable oils. So it's so pleasant to use because it's got slightly oily texture, and I just use like 3 drops and I use it every other night and I don't get any irritation from it. I did at the beginning get, I would notice after a few days, maybe slight peeling, but nothing like the RetinA. So that's why I'm not going to be using RetinA anymore. I'm going to use this one. I found this, please remember, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a doctor, I just researched these things myself, and I found this information on a blog. I think it's called Beauty Editor. I try to remember to give you a link to this particular article, which talks about all the ordinary retinoids. Another thing is, this is very new ingredient, this HPR. So it hasn't really been proven. The ordinary says that it will work for, you know, anti-aging, but they say it might help acne, whereas, you know, with RetinA it definitely helps acne. So I don't have acne, and I'm just gonna go with it. Otherwise I won't stick with RetinA. You know, I've tried to use it on and off and I get so annoyed with it, and like I said, because I get it online somewhere, I'm sometimes worried, you know, what's in it. Is it a real thing? Because I can't get it here on a prescription. So this is high strength retinoid with oily texture, produces tiny or no irritation. It is slightly yellow in color, but that doesn't transfer onto your skin. It is very stable. It's got 12 months shelf life, so you know, I'm sure I'm going to use it sooner than 12 months. So that's where I am with retinoids. How do I use it? After I've cleansed my skin, and I do it every other night. I probably could do it every night, but I also love using glycolic acids, and I alternate with that. So after I've cleansed my face, I put that all over my face. I put just an eye cream on, and that's it. I don't put anything else. One, not to dilute it even more, and 2, it feels comfortable enough that I don't have to. With RetinA, I know most people, when they really go for it, they just put RetinA and nothing on the top of it to keep the maximum strength, not to dilute it with any moisturizers. I always used to put something on the top of that because it felt so dry on my skin. Okay, my lovely, so that was my quick video about why I'm not using RetinA anymore and why I've moved on to the Ordinary. I think Ordinary is amazing. You know, they all about ingredients and value for money. You don't get any silly ingredients in here. You get what your skin actually needs. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I've been using it probably for 2 weeks now, so I can't tell you about any difference, although I've been using RetinA since September and I can't really tell if my skin looks any better. I mean, I know you've been saying that my eyes look a bit better, and maybe it has made some sort of difference. But yeah, I will carry on using this and see if I can see any difference with that. Okay, my lovely, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave you the link to this article. It's a really nice blog, actually. It was very interesting to read. So I will see you soon. Bye.